Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about how I think my old pop-up pumpkin broke and how you can fix yours. So, as you might know, I bought a pop-up pumpkin from the range about a week and a half ago and it broke after 2 days of use. So I'm going to be talking about how I think mine broke and how you can stop yours from breaking. So, I brought it home, I unboxed it, in a video actually, and I started using it. I really enjoyed it since it's got such a cool animation that I couldn't pass up on buying it. And it was the second, so let me paint a picture. It's the second day. I'm just going about my day, occasionally activating this thing because it's just so cool. And I walk out my room, accidentally leaving this thing on sound sensor, which meant this thing's popping up all the time. Now, my old one had a problem, which I'll demonstrate to you here on this old Sunstar pop-up mechanism that's held together with zip ties. So how it works is, or how it's meant to work, is it'll pop up and then it would retract, going down slowly, and then once it hits the bottom it stops because it hits like a little switch, a micro switch. Now, my last one, what happened is, because the pumpkin shell, it actually covers this whole bit of the mechanism, it meant that the pumpkin goes to about here, but there's a cloth. The cloth on my old one went a little bit past this bit, which is meant to hit the relay, the switch. So what happened is it was retracting, but then it wouldn't make it all the way to hit the switch, which meant that it sits and buzzes because it can't go any further and it's not hitting the switch, which meant that it's basically screwed. Like, it's not hitting the bottom. That means the motor's going to heat up. The component on the board that controls the motor going down will heat up. And then, of course, it's going to fry, which is what eventually happened. And because it was popping up hundreds, I don't know how many times it popped up, but it was certainly a lot for it to break like that. And so it's popping up, and eventually the board just can't take it anymore, and that component for it fries, which means it goes down super slow. I recorded a video of what it was like before I sent it back, and you can go and watch that if you want. So, now, how can you stop it from doing this? My one now, my new one, it doesn't do that in the first place. Like, look. See? It stops, and it's not sitting there and buzzing. Now, what I did is I taped this part of the green cloth forward, so it means that it can't go underneath and obstruct anything. And so it can't go underneath the pumpkin and obstruct anything, which really does help it. And if you have got one of that problem, here's a solution that could help you, but be very careful doing it. So, the relay switch is usually meant to be here, but I accidentally took it off, so I'll pop up this pumpkin and I'll show you then. Okay, let me turn on my torch. Look, there's the relay switch, or micro switch. What you could do is you could bend that upper half up. Hold on. You could take the top half of the switch, like, it won't focus. I've got a really bad camera, that's why I made the HQ demo video for these guys. Hold on, so you could bend that top half of the switch up a little bit, which means it would help it to hit it, but you are risking the switch breaking. So only do that at your own risk, and there was always the chance you can just send it back if it does snap. So it will be okay, or you could just send back one and hope and pray to get one that does hit the bottom. So those are my fixes, and that's how you can stop these guys from breaking, or not stop them from breaking, but yeah, oh yeah, it is stopping them from breaking.